rolling?
We're good.
Alright, so the thing that was working for me yesterday was not only probing questions to find a hot button, but assuming the heck out of it to find the hot button. You know, assuming, hey, you already got ants in the house. Are they in the kitchen or the bathroom, right? So I'm going to give an example of a couple things I was doing yesterday.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Reason I stopped by, I'm gonna have a truck out here tomorrow, servicing a few neighbors on your guys' street,
Okay.
and it's mainly been these guys, a ton of the ants, right? And I'm getting a lot of these roaches out in the yard.
Okay.
Now, with you guys, homeowners or renters?
Homeowners.
Okay, so you get it. I mean, you've been here for a while. I lived here last summer.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's the same thing. Now, have the ants been in the kitchen yet, or are the ants in the bathroom?
Actually, mainly the kitchen, just a few
Okay.
when we see them.
Cool. Yeah, it was pretty bad last summer too, right?
Yeah, it was actually really bad.
Okay, so I was hoping you weren't going to say the ants were inside yet, but no problem. I can still get it done. I've got trucks out here tomorrow, so I'm waiving all my prices. And have you ever had a service in the past, or?
Yeah, the guy didn't really take care of it, so we just canceled it.
Right, right. How many times did you spray?
He came about 3 times.
Okay, so he was doing like a maintenance plan or something?
Yeah, it was, but it was, I don't know, he wasn't really treating it well.
Okay, he's probably just doing a structural spray. And you know how you guys have the freeway out here?
Yeah.
Okay, so 90% of the companies out here, they're not going to be able to get rid of your ants.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing out here in Anaheim is a game changer. It's just because of the way that I treat. Now, as far as pricing, I'm a little bit more expensive, but I have been discounting this pricing since I'm out here. Normally, if you call the office, they'll charge the $199 to get started, and then after that, we just come out every 3 months, just once a season for the $109. I'm just doing it $99 across the board, and that's been for everything. So with you guys, you're getting the ants inside already, right?
Yeah, we get ants, but the real problem here is the rats, because the freeway, they're always on the back wall. Do you guys do anything for that?
Yeah, you're getting them along the back wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been getting the rats along the back wall?
About 3 years. And we're really sick of them.
Okay, so I can definitely get rid of it. There's a few different ways I treat. What I like to do is I like to make the notes for the tech.
Okay.
That way he can kind of customize the treatment to your home. And you guys will be around tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Good. Would you just kind of point out some things to him?
Yeah.
Cool. Now what else are you guys seeing? I got the rats and also the ants.
Yeah, the ants are really bad, rats.
You guys want the garage done too?
Is that extra?
No, it's included. But some of the neighbors are getting like the spiders and stuff too.
Yeah, because I see a lot of these,
Okay.
the egg sacs.
Alright.
A lot of them under
Cool.
patio furniture.
So, do you see how quickly I got into paperwork? And my first sale yesterday was like that. So, it's like, dude, and I walked away with the paperwork, credit card, signature, and I was like, okay, this hood is fire. Let's keep going, right? But who saw the questions and what did you guys notice from that?
I saw at the beginning ants inside the kitchen or bathroom, broke that down. Then the big one that sealed it was, do you want the garage done tomorrow when we're out here too? Or actually, it was, are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do you want the garage done tomorrow as well?
Yeah, okay, is it extra?
Yeah.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Do that.
Anybody else see anything they noticed that they liked?
Well, you touched on the ants like 3 times, just like pushing on that hot button. So
Yeah. Another thing that was working for me yesterday was if I'd said, now, the ants, have they been in the kitchen or are they just in the bathroom? And they're like, no, they're not inside. Okay, but you guys lived here last summer? Yeah. Okay, so you get it. I mean, you guys probably had the ants inside last summer, right? Yeah. Okay, so the reason is, next to the freeway here, there's always going to be ants. There's always going to be bugs. Or next to the park here, always going to be bugs, always going to be ants. Or next to the water you guys got back here, next to the houses here, next to the street, always going to be bugs.
Next to this neighbor here.
See this light pole
Next to you guys. You've seen the neighbors, right? Yeah, they're not as upkept as you guys. There's always going to be ants out there.
Yeah, that's so funny. You see the neighbors right here. I mean, obviously.
People
Don't
love
throw their
that.
neighbors
Yeah.
on the bus like so much.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up, these guys next door.
Everyone does that.
It's like, yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, I went over there. I was like, whoa, this is creepy.
And then you go next door and they say the same thing.
Yeah, those neighbors are so gross. I don't know what to do. No matter what we do, it's like, well, look, we can get your property protected from those insects coming over. So that's what we're doing.
You go next door, they're like, those neighbors are so uppity and clean, uptight, yeah, a bunch of clean freaks over there. I like your place.
I did a backyard inspection, and this lady, I was like looking up in the eaves, I tripped over a garbage can. I was like, oh, my bad.
Don't worry, we'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Grace?
In the event that they say, oh, well, no, last summer I took care of it using like my own product, what would you say to overcome that?
Okay. So, first thing is just roll over it. Almost like, because most people, it's like a smoke screen where like they did it, but they didn't really take care of it because obviously the ants are back or
Just
whatever.
minimize it.
You know, minimize it. So I'll ask you and then give me that objection. So you lived here last summer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, I mean the ants are probably inside last summer. Were they in the
Yeah,
kitchen?
but we took care of it.
Yeah, just the Home Depot stuff.
Yeah, home defense. Yeah.
So that's why I'm out here. I've had a lot of do-it-yourselfers giving me a shot. It's mainly because I'm doing a whole lot more. Now, with you guys, where are the ants coming from now? Are they in the backyard or coming from the front?
They're just in the backyard.
Right, just like kind of along the back fence. Like,
Yeah.
That's like phase one.
Oh.
I'm glad I caught you at phase one. So what I need to do is the prevent on the outside. It's a full flush out and it's an agricultural treatment. It's kind of a game changer out here, right? It's one less thing for you to have to worry about. Here's what I'm doing as far as price, blah, 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 and then I just keep going into it. And then go into something else, then go into service.
Yeah.
Don't talk forever about their objection.
Alright.
Right? Talk about why they should buy, don't talk about why they shouldn't buy. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about why you should buy. You know, let's talk about what we'll do for you. Right? Nate?
Something also to do for that. So I actually bring that up sometimes. I actually try to fish that out sometimes.
That's a good one.
So basically in service, if they haven't given me anything at this point and I want something from them, when I do the base, what do people do when they buy home defense? They get the thing, I've done it before. You spray a crack, right, with like a little cheap plastic squirter that squirts like a little kid's squirt gun thing. And so you just squirt gun the little crack at the base, right? So when I'm doing something like that, I'll get to the base. I'm like, now the base of the home, that's my main concern. That's where you guys treat, right? Yeah. Like, so you're getting the home defense. You're kind of getting right here into this little crack, right? Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm doing, that's a lot different. I'm not just gonna hit this crack. I come 3 feet up and 3 feet out with a non-repellent, or the reason why my product is so much better is this.
Yeah.
And I'm not just getting this little string right here, and then you build upon that.
Shooting down.
I'm even getting into the yard. Now I know you guys don't do that. I do that sometimes. I know you guys aren't getting out there in the yard.
One thing I got from you, Nate, was the non-repellent, because the home defense is a repellent, right?
It's a contact kill repellent.
And that's why I was telling him, I was like, look, basically when you use a home defense, it's a repellent. And I was like, that just makes the bugs move. Like, they'll just move away. It repels them. I said, but we use a non-repellent, so when they're going to go over and get infected, and they go in the wall boys, they infect everything in your wall boys, and they come back out and infect the colony. That's the biggest difference we have. It's like I go foot high, foot out. And then people be like, oh, wow, really? I didn't know that. Like,
People love that.
Yeah.
Dude. I use that on every single sale.
Blow it up.
But anyway, that's just
That's
another thing you can do to
Fish out, yeah.
blow out there.
Do it yourself, just like you would.
You always